Welcome to John Edwards' Verdict Watch 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury deciding Edwards' fate begins day 2 of deliberations. If Edwards is convicted of breaking and bending campaign finance laws, credit could go to 2 unexpected sources. Sherry Young, the wife of Edwards' former right-hand man Andrew Young, and 2 handwritten notes from his big campaign donors, Bunny Mellon and Fred Barron. The old school written note getting people in trouble these days.
Yeah.
He's facing 30 years behind bars. Jurors asked for some last-minute office supplies on Friday, suggesting that this may go on for a few extra days, longer than expected.
The handwritten note. So, will you cover up my baby? Yes or no?
Check this box. Yes or no?
Yes. Mansion, apartment, shack, house. John Edwards scam. Yes. Mitch.
All right, we have to talk about Alberto because showers and storms are expected to move their way along the southeast coast thanks to Tropical Storm Alberto. That is
We
white.
need to jump into head drama now. Do you remember your first job?
Yes.
Today's head drama question is, what was your first job, and did you love it or hate it? We want to know also what you learned from it too, okay?
Nothing. I can eat a lot of ice cream.
Well, yeah, you worked at TCBY. You worked in a fashion store.
Yeah. What was your first job?
I worked at, similar, I worked at a place called Dairy Delight
Dairy
in
Delight?
Delhi, New York.
Mitch, how
serving
about
up
you?
soft ice cream.
Well, one thing I learned was cash up front. I was in street pharmaceutical distribution.
No, you were not. Don't you dare say that.
Totally true.
No, you were not.
I was too.
You delivered pizzas.
Cash
didn't
up front.
you? Pizza
You were at
delivery.
pizza delivery, right? For
Well, cash
realsies?
up front, yeah, I delivered
Yeah.
pizza.
Okay. All right. You made it sound like you worked for Mary Jane.
Yeah, I delivered pizzas.
Sad I never had a first job.
Really?
No? You just came right to this one.
I did. And they said, hey, you want to do weather? I'm like, all right, whatever, okay.
I thought your uncle got you this
I was
job.
just like, hey.
Mitch, I thought your uncle got you this job.
He did, and I want to thank him for owning the show. And I never consider this a job, blah, blah, blah. Don't do drugs, stay in school.
Anthony Bartu says his first job, Burger King, and I loved it. One time a lady was in the drive-thru 3 minutes. She started yelling at me, and she was there for 20 minutes, demanded a free milkshake, so I gave her one by throwing it out, threw it out the drive-thru window into her car. My manager laughed. There you go. Surprisingly, it's still his first job. Linda Tahirna says, I grew up in a farm community in Northwest Ohio. My first job was planting tomatoes when I was 13. Ugh, I hated it. You would be home filthy and your sinus cavities were filled with dirt. Luckily, no other cavities were. Like your teeth, you know, eating dirt's not good at all.
Wow.
For sure.
Okay, well, where's the first place you head? Well, on a nude shopping spree.
What?
The lumber yard, of course.
really?
Or at least that was the case for Barbara LaFleur, who cruised in wearing nothing but what the good Lord gave her. And she gave employees there quite a shock. She asked a few people what time it was, then it was off to the convenience store.
Oh, of course.
Cops finally caught up with her and took her in for a psych evaluation. She's fine. Turns out she just likes being naked.
Do that at the house.
No word yet whether during her visit to the lumber yard anyone actually offered her any wood.
You ain't right for
She
that.
went to
I
the
knew there was going to
lumberyard.
be some kind of joke.
She went to the
Of course she
lumber
did.
yard.
Yeah. Good thing she didn't get nailed.
Because those guns, those nail guns, are
They're
dangerous. You
everywhere.
can step on one.
True.
Bam! They go off.
Yes.
Like,
In today's parenting fail news, things got a little scary when a father was playing with his kid at a laundromat and put him inside a washing machine. When he closed the door, it locked and the automatic cycle started. Well, the kid tumbled in the washer for more than a minute before they could finally get the door open. Luckily, he was just bruised.
Do not put your baby in the washing machine.
I do have to
even
get-
just
yeah,
for fun.
I did crawl into the dryer as a kid.
Yes.
I was so fascinated by it, and I got locked in it. We had a laundry room that was separate from the house. So thank God my mother, like, at some point realized I had disappeared and came looking for me because I could not
But
get
that was
out.
fun for
It
us to
was.
crawl into there, but your parents to put you in there.
Not cool.
Jackson, I think you're related to our next story.
Really?
Yeah, on the dryer side of things, a Utah teen is suing cops for giving him a spin in a clothes dryer. Chandler Rose says he went and hid in the dryer when cops showed up to break up their New Year's Eve party. But the cops who were filming the whole thing saw him go in there and asked the homeowner if there was any reason why they should not turn on the dryer. The homeowner turned it on, and Rose tumbled around 10 times before getting out. He's now suing for continued back pain from the spin. My guess is he'll bounce back.
Bounce back. Nice. so crazy.
And now it's time for Name That Phobia.
All right, this is one
scary.
of Andrea. It was Andrea's
graphic.
favorite here. She called me up last night and said, all right, I'll do it. I'll do it.
I did.
Here it is. I'll give you a phobia. You tell me the definition. First one is dysposophobia. Is that the fear of throwing stuff out, fear of shouting, or fear of the unseen?
Fear of shouting.
Yeah, shouting.
Fear of unseen.
Dysposophobia would be the fear of throwing stuff out.
See, they almost sound like
Nublia.
Disposal. Right.
Nubilophobia. Fear of space, fog, or electricity.
Fear of space.
Yeah.
Fog.
It is fog. Very nice. See, Jackson knows how to play this game. Psychrophobia. Is that the fear of mental conditions, cold, or showering?
All right, mental conditions.
Yeah, mental conditions.
Cold.
It's the cold. That's why she loves this game so much, okay?
She studies them.
She loves it.
This has been Name That Phobia, brought to you by the Clinic for Schizophrenia. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Shut up. And now it's time for Messing with Mike.
All right, Mike is our director. He's the guy that punches the buttons, much like this right now. Mike is showing everybody. Press it, see how he's
Different
going
camera
through
shots.
different camera shots. And so we like to play Messing with Mike, where I will give a name, and he has to take that camera shot. Camera guys, are you ready, everybody?
Yes, everybody's
However,
ready.
this is going to be a little deluxe edition. I'm going to give nicknames to make it a little bit harder on him. All right, here we go.
Hard
We'll first
nicknames.
start off. Here we go. Kia, Andy, me, Kia, Hefty. No, that's me. Skyboy. All right, Too Tall. Sandwich Lover. Chocolate Kiss. Short Stack. Kiki. Not doing well. Jackass. Sugarfoot. Tall Boy. There you go. Messing with Mike. Not all that
This
bad.
has been Messing with Mike, brought to you by Old Man Florida Tan Lotion and Cologne. Now you too can look and smell like a retiree.
Ladies, guess what? Want to know what men really want?
What that, girl?
People out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that.
In other words,
Such as.
such as an airhead. That's the word from a study in the scientific journal Evolution. It says men are genetically programmed to look for easy sex. Yeah. Apparently, men rated pictures of women like these who displayed various levels of exploitability, meaning easy to not easy. And what they found was 19 out of
woman. Need woman
19 out of 22 traits such as stupidity, sleepiness, and drunkenness rated as attractive. The dumb-looking and inert women are also perceived as being more attractive than lucid or intelligent-looking peers. But only when it comes to short-term relationships. But I'm smart, so get off me.
It's the girls gonna touch the girls. I'm gonna touch the girl.
All right, wait a minute. Kia, let me get this straight. You're saying that guys, Kia, you're saying that guys are attracted to dumb-looking women. Is that
For
what you're
sex,
saying?
basically short-term, but when you want to get married or settle down.
So then I'm attracted to dumb-looking women.
Man, but you turn them women on like this, don't I? This is it. This is it. This is the
Yes,
look
it
they
is.
want. This is
Coming up,
it.
the awesome way Marvel Comics inspired a little boy to wear a hearing ring.
This out of Portland Hotel is trying to bank off the whole erotic novel 50 Shades of Grey. The Heathman Hotel is now offering 50 Shades of Grey packages based on scenes in the book. Here's one of the packages, the Charlie Tango. Charlie Tango helicopter is what Christian names his helicopter. And it's $2,700.
I have no idea what that means, but it just sounds fun. How much?
$2,700 for a flight and a dinner for 6 at the hotel.
6.
There,
I'd love to be at that party. All right.
yeah. There's also a $40 package. Here's one you might like. $40 package that includes a bottle of Polyfume wine, vintage shared by the main characters in the first novel, and a keepsake gray tie. You need a gray tie.
It matches this gray outfit, right?
Yeah.
50 sizes of gray.